Kidding. Okay, there. So you don't care who I send this out to? You just...
Who what?
Who I send any of this audio out? You just want it out?
I want it out. They save them some money. You know, if they want to donate, I'll leave that between them and the creator.
Oh, yeah.
But I do not want anybody believing a dang thing I say. I just, all I can do is give you something to really contemplate on.
Yeah.
Prayer and contemplation are both different. Prayer is usually you talking to God and telling him your woes and your wants.
And
Contemplation is
just tell me what you want me to start thinking about right now? Well, you were saying, like, it's just like, tell me what you want me to start thinking about? Like, he leads you on a trail of thought, or?
Well,
but he's more
used
talking?
to start that way, years ago. But now I accept it. I go out and turn the radio on for white noise.
Yeah.
Head for town for my morning coffee, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's it. And just start, let my mind wander. All kinds of thoughts come in. And then slowly they get pared down.
Okay.
Until I get to one thought. And that's the one that I'm to contemplate on, think greatly about. And Dad starts showing me things that, I had never even considered before.
Showing you just in your mind, or visions, or all sorts of things?
In your mind.
So you're just thinking about it in all these new ways?
Yeah, but I'm always comparing what I'm being shared
with
by
Scripture.
Dad with Scripture.
Right.
I test everything. I do everything with testing. And boy, we get into some deep stuff. I tell you, deep stuff. Things I've never considered. Wow, I learned a lot. It's like going to the kitchen table with Dad and just
that's awesome.
Sitting down. Yeah, but prayer people talk to God.
Yeah.
They don't let him talk back, and they don't sit down and visit with the old man. They come in, I need $30, man.
How are you going to deliver it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that contemplation is different than the sacred silence?
Yeah, it really is.
Because sacred silence, you're just sitting there in silence? I don't get the sacred silence.
Sacred silence.
What's
allows you to practice invisibility and all that jazz. And it also leads you into contemplation.
Oh, okay.
And it's just not emptying your thoughts and staying there with a bunch of like a dimwit.
Right. It's not going on.
It's just getting rid of all your outside influences. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's just bypassing the junk of the week or the month or the year or the day.
Well, kind of like that meditation that we just did, where you just let it all drain out, sort of way.
Right. But
all the junk,
that.
but you just think about all the junk just being let out.
Yeah. Okie doke. Oh my naughty, guess what? Grandma's home. Yeah. She'll be here in a minute. Grammy's home. Station of the mind. And then with Scripture, checking what comes up.
Okay.
But home, carry that in mind, because your door is wide open.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Grandma's home.
Yes. Push pause again.
She's out there.
It says before he spoke to the apostles, he went somewhere, and then I can't remember who was telling me that. Like I listened to something on YouTube, and it was just talking about. Now they could be wrong.
I don't know if it says that or not. I really don't.
I'll look up the verse.
But so what if he did?
Yeah.
You see, when he started out, he was blinded on the road to Damascus.
Right.
And
why are you persecuting me?
A great blinding light.
Right.
Still didn't see that light as Jesus He just saw a great blinding light and blinded him. And the light told him, it's me you're persecuting. But nevertheless, he never met Jesus Christ. The apostles walked with him for 3.5 years.
Right.
This guy, you'll find in one or two books, he says, I, Paul, an apostle out of time, inferring that he is an apostle, but one that came in late. Now, I tell you the truth, I am not at all happy with Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all, and I haven't been.
Hmm.
I think he started out super godly, a great, loving, helpful man. But you got to remember, he was also in the higher echelon, I think the word is,
Of the Pharisees?
of the Pharisees and Sadducees religion. And that's why he was collecting the religion, the pure thinkers, the Christians over. He was doing God's work according to them. And anyway, he broke away from that, as you know.
Right.
And then started going about and doing a wonderful job. But lo and behold, he started to become heady.
Mm.
He started, people were just in awe of this dude. And guess what? Christ said, I have come to set man free. And as you read carefully, you'll find Paul started helping to set man free. And then, for one reason or another, why do people follow Hitler, you know?
Mm-hmm.
For one reason or another, they started following Paul, not Christ. And he got heady about it. Christ said, I've come to set man free. And Paul says, oh, you can't marry. If you get divorced, you can never marry again. Mm. And if that one that you divorce,
you're causing her to commit adultery, and she gets
basically
married.
going to hell, you know. And it's your fault. Mm-hmm. So you'll go to hell too. And he started making rules, bringing back laws that Christ had said, no laws. So he had turned heady. If he was the one that wrote an apostle out of time, then it sure shows me that if that was the case, he's gotten damned heady. If not, the Catholic leaders wrote that verse.
Okay.
And wrote many verses since. You can blame the Catholic Church for the beginning of the breakup of purity. And you can blame the people that did not check what was being taught. And so ultimately it comes down to you, only you, are responsible for what you accept or reject. Now, miracles, people talk about this miracle, that miracle. I don't know, I haven't seen many, 8 or so, maybe less, even maybe a little more. Blind people see. Their sight returned to them. And, oh, it's a miracle! Red Elk's a miracle work.
Right.
Bull crap. Bull crap, it's not a miracle. It's only a miracle to those who do not really believe.
Yeah.
Really have faith. You hear that from Christians. Red Elk pulled a miracle. And no. Red Elk just gets up in the morning, puts his pants on and shirt on like anybody else. To do these miracles to a true believer, a follower, should be like breathing. You should have no need to, just give Dad credit. It's so.
But people don't know this anymore.
I know it.
That's why it looks like a miracle to them.
I know it.
I don't understand why we don't know this anymore.
Well, it's time to call them back out.
Definitely is the time.
Yeah, and it's happening. And
Why didn't Stalking Wolf teach more people? I mean, I know it seems like he
He
taught
taught
people.
thousands of people.
Oh, whoever came across his path. And
Came across his books.
oh, he has books?
Well, yeah, by Tom Brown.
Oh, those books. Oh, you're right. He taught lots of people through him.
Opened up some eyes.
Yeah, he definitely did.
All you got to do is teach one.
Right.
Christ taught 12.
Right. That makes sense. Now he learned from his great grandfather. But I think it ought to just be more common knowledge that these things were known at one time. It's all fairy
Everybody
stories.
knows.
Inside?
It's that common. But they refuse to look.
But-
It's easier to go down and buy a PC or a telephone.
Then Google in your head.
Yeah, to realign your whole train of thought. It's easier.
And
So
no one
you're
takes the easier
entrapped
way.
in controller's hands.
Man.
I'm trying to untrap
Well, who did that?
Lucifer.
I was going to say, I guess Lucifer.
And then ultimately, you, by not checking what you're told. Not reading it for yourself.
Well, you can read it, and just because someone adds in all scripture is God-breathed doesn't mean that's all scripture.
That's right. That's why I say you got to strip that thing down. It's so full of crap, it's pathetic. And yet, after you get the crap off that golden thread, that
It's
golden
amazing.
thread is there,
Right.
and it is beautiful.
So it's still important to read,
Well, of course.
because to get to that spot, well, maybe not Paul's stuff if Paul's not legit.
Well, look at what Paul's done. If what I'm saying is true, he got heady, started making rules and regulations,
So
and
just skip
people
that
are
part.
obeying this guy. Now, but look what he's done. I was so bothered about this. Why? For years and years and years was I somehow always uncomfortable with this.